Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something big, a new operating system for civilization itself. It's a model for learning and coordination that's designed to help us tackle our biggest global challenges by completely changing how we see the world and how we work together.
Okay, so let's jump right in. To really get this, we first have to wrap our heads around the sheer scale of the problem we're all facing. You might be hearing this term more and more, the polycrisis.
We often talk about climate change over here and economic instability over there, or social division as its own separate thing. But the reality is, they're not separate at all. They're all part of this tangled web of crises that actually feed into and amplify each other. And this, right here, is the key insight. The polycrisis isn't just a laundry list of bad news. It's actually the symptom of a much deeper problem, what you could call a systemic misalignment. The very systems we built to run our world, they're just not fit for purpose anymore. I mean, think about it. Our economic and political systems were designed for the industrial age, right? An age of extraction and competition. But now those old gears are just grinding against the reality of our planet. The incentives are all wrong, communication is fragmented, and that makes real, large-scale collaboration almost impossible, right when we need it the most. So, if the problem is this massive global misalignment, then the solution has got to be about creating alignment. And in systems thinking, there's a really powerful word for this: coherence. Coherence is basically when all the different parts of a system, and we could be talking about global institutions or just local community groups, start to get aligned, synchronized, and actually start reinforcing each other. It's about getting everyone singing from the same hymn sheet, working smoothly towards a common goal. And what's so cool about this slide is how it takes that big, abstract idea and makes it super practical. A shared mission isn't just some feel-good corporate slogan. In systems terms, it literally creates directional coherence. Coordinated strategies, that gives you operational coherence. This is basically the blueprint for building a system that can actually, get stuff done. Which, of course, leads to the billion-dollar question: how on earth do you build that kind of coherence on a global scale? I mean, it sounds like a monumental task, right? But there are new architectures being designed to do just that. Let's take a look at one proposed solution. I just love this metaphor. Think about it. An operating system for your computer manages all the incredibly complex stuff happening between the hardware and the software. Well, this is a framework designed to do the same for us, to help coordinate human activity for the health of the entire planet. Now, this Phoenix architecture has three main parts that work together: a way to govern, a platform to collaborate, and a system to sense what's going on. For this explainer, we're going to zero in on that third piece, the part that acts as the system's eyes, its ears, and really its collective brain, pulse. And that brings us to the nervous system of this whole operation, pulse. This is the critical piece that turns all that raw data out there into shared awareness, giving us all a real-time picture of our world's health. And yeah, thinking about it like a nervous system for our civilization is just so powerful, isn't it? It's designed to constantly send clear, reliable signals about the health and stability of the entire global system. It's literally taking the planet's pulse. So how does it do this? Well, it gathers real-time data from an incredible range of sources. We're talking everything from high-tech satellites monitoring carbon levels in the atmosphere, all the way down to on-the-ground reports from citizen scientists who are tracking local biodiversity in their own backyards. This slide just nails the two-part function of the whole architecture. Pulse is the sensor. It provides the awareness. It detects a challenge, say a potential drought in a region. Then the synergy engine, that coordination part we mentioned, gives everyone the tools they need to organize a coherent, effective response. Awareness, then action. Okay, so this is where it all gets really personal. How does a massive planetary system like this connect back to you and me, to our communities, and maybe most importantly, to the way we all learn? I mean, let's be honest. Our current education models were mostly designed for the industrial age. They were great at creating specialists who could work in isolation, but they just aren't built to teach us the kind of collaborative, systems-level thinking we need for the world we live in now. And this is where this beautiful Japanese concept called ikigai comes in. It's a framework for finding that incredible sweet spot, that intersection between what you love, what you're good at, what the world actually needs, and what you can get paid for. It's a model for aligning your own personal purpose with the real needs of our planet.
A pulse-informed education system will be built on this. So, step 1, it helps you use the Ikigai model to find your unique purpose, which could drastically reduce the stress of being in a misaligned career. Step 2, it connects you to real-world community projects that Pulse has identified as being critical. And step 3, it creates these clear pathways to brand new, regenerative careers. We're talking about things like ecosystem restoration or circular economy design. It's a system for actually creating jobs where they are needed most. So the big takeaway here is this profound shift in what education even means. It's not just about getting a degree anymore. It becomes a community-wide change management system. It's this continuous, hands-on, purpose-driven journey that's totally woven into the life of our communities and our planet. And that leaves us with a final, pretty provocative thought to chew on. Just imagine the human potential we could unlock if our learning systems were truly alive, if they were responsive to the real needs of the world, empowering generations to build a regenerative future. What do you think we could achieve then?